Hello viewers, welcome to Touching Life on Humanitarian TV. This is a fresh episode on the Touching Life, and today we are going to be meeting a visionary. When I mean a visionary, an amazing personality who has worked so much and contributed so much to humanity, and she is going to be telling us more about her foundation. So stay tuned.
I am Dame Julioka Donley, a lawyer, a humanitarian, the former Director General of NAPTAP, and I'm also the Executive Chairman of the Roost Foundation. The Roost Foundation is a non-governmental organization, a not-for-profit organization focused on issues relating to human trafficking, sexual and gender-based violence, and irregular migration. With specific emphasis on the victims of the crime.
All right. Okay, before you started this foundation, what inspired you to start up with this?
I've always had something for humanity. I've always wanted to make a difference, a positive impact in the lives of anyone I come across. Almost 10 years ago now, thereabout, I set up a kidney foundation. So prior to this foundation, I already had a kidney foundation where we offer free dialysis sessions for indigent patients, because dialysis is a very expensive treatment. We carry out a lot of awareness and sensitization. So doing the work of humanity, for me, humanitarian work has always been something that I've always been passionate about. Wow. And then it brought out the passion, the real fire in me when I became the Director General of NAPTAP, where I had to meet one-on-one with victims of trafficking, victims of sexual and gender-based violence, real time. And one-on-one, it just changed my life forever. Wow. And so I decided to set up an NGO as soon as I left NAPTAP 2020 December. I set up my NGO. We started in January of 2021, and since then there's been no looking back.
Wow. Since you started this foundation, can you also tell our viewers, because our viewers want to know what you do in the foundation?
So basically we offer humanitarian support to victims of trafficking and SGBV. Humanitarian support here includes psychosocial support for victims, legal aid. As a matter of fact, we got a conviction for a victim of rape. Who was raped while she was young. She went to the regular, she filed a criminal suit. It was thrown out for lack of evidence, and then Roost Foundation on her behalf filed a civil suit, and then she was given some compensation. It's not like it's adequate, but at least it gives a sense of justice to the victim. So we offer legal support, we offer financial aid in terms of giving small grants to victims at startup packs. We've also helped little girls who fell out of school due to unwanted pregnancies as a result of rape, and to get back on their feet, and they've gone back to school. We've been able to rescue victims from outside Nigeria, from 2 or 3 countries, and then we put them in various skill acquisition centers for training, and they're being trained. So these are some of the things that we do here. It cuts across a very wide range, because when you talk about victims of human trafficking and SGBV, you're looking at health conditions, there are health situations, there are mental health problems, there are food, there's education, it's a very wide range, so we deal with every aspect of that.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, viewers, if you're listening, we are live here with the CEO of Roost Foundation, and she is going to tell us more about her foundation. So don't go nowhere, because we'll be right back.
We are the voice that they hear. So they are being here today, you are giving a voice to that child, to that girl who does not see an end to what they are going through, to that young man who is in forced labor and is looking for when will hope come to me.
This human trafficking topic is something that is not supposed to exist anymore in the 21st century, so I'm deeply convinced that all together we can achieve great things.
The time to start was yesterday, but the next best time to start is actually today.
And we are very proud to associate this very good effort of the Junior Academy.
Continue to assure her that we are there for her and that nothing has changed.
We know it's not only gender-based. We know men are also trafficked. We know kids are also trafficked.
I wholeheartedly thank the Roost Foundation for bringing us all together.
Hello, my name is Irene Okechukwu, and I'm super excited to have you here. You're welcome. And what it entails in the society at large. So over to you, Mara. I want to also know about the objectives and goal of the Roost Foundation.
Well, the objectives actually is to participate and engage in public and community health programming to raise awareness, which for me is key. The fight against human trafficking and SGBV is key. I mean, when it comes to prevention is key, in the fight against human trafficking and SGBV. And so, awareness campaign, sensitization for us at Roost Foundation is number one, the number one way to eradicate human trafficking and SGBV. So we do a lot of that. We go to schools, we go to the churches, we go to the motor parks to sensitize the drivers, because they come in contact with victims of trafficking. We go to the bus stations, we just go about everywhere where we have that is endemic to human trafficking and SGBV. So for us, sensitization is number one. And of course, we assist victims of trafficking and SGBV in terms of humanitarian support, legal support, financial support, and so on and so forth. The idea is to take them to a level beyond the level we met them.
That's true.
Take them to a better place from where we met them. So we give some form of support, provision, we provide for them, we protect them as well, we give legal support. So looking at it, we're looking at like the 4 P's, where there's protection for victims, there's provision for them, there's prosecution for them, because we also offer free legal services for them.
Wow,
Yes, and there's prosecution as well. So I mean, and partnership. So we partner with, we're partnering right now, if you ask me. So we partner with all the relevant stakeholders.
Wow.
We've done quite a number of workshops, seminars, training programs, and so on and so forth. So basically, these are what we do, encourage, and popularize voluntary work. A lot of people don't understand what it means to be a volunteer.
Exactly.
If you ask them to come volunteer, they're asking you for money. But I keep telling them, this is an NGO.
Yeah.
I'm volunteering my time, my energy, my resources, and I'm very happy. I feel so fulfilled.
Exactly.
So try to encourage people to learn to give back to the society. So these are some of the objectives of this foundation.
Wow. Before we go in, I want to know, how long have this foundation been, the Roost Foundation?
January 2021, less than 2 years. Next year, January, will be 2 years.
And it has achieved so much.
Absolutely. I mean, in 1 year, Roost Foundation, we had written about 100 articles in 2 newspapers on human trafficking and SGBFA. We had already done like almost 100 podcasts as well. The idea, like I said, is to educate and raise awareness, and for us, that is number one, the number one fight against SGBV and human trafficking. So we've done so much, in the first 1 year, we've done quite a bit.
Okay, but since you started, have you also encountered challenges?
I mean, naturally, every NGO would encounter challenges in terms of funding. Funding most times are usually self-funding. Yes, once in a while you have 2 or 3 partners who have been so good to us, who have practically sponsored very important projects for us. So we're grateful to our partners. I use this opportunity to thank AGA Africa